Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It's lovely and quiet. Listen. What are we listening for? Nothingness. I've got a rose quartz here. Love. Unconditional love. Anyway, good evening. It is 6:20. Cheers. I've chosen the cards. I'm lisping. Okay. I feel like I've got lipstick on my teeth as well, which I'm sure that's not the case. Let me just have a look. No, it's fine. Hey, Christine, darling. Okay, I've chosen the cards. Oh, man, what's with this lisping? Oh, I felt earlier that we were finding it hard to, like, string words together. Okay. We've got the Tarot Mucha. The first deck of cards. How am I meant to get the messages across if I can't talk? Strange. Like a tower moment's happened because all the cards just come tumbling down. It's like, okay. We'll deal with those later. I'd already chosen the cards, so all good. It's all good in the hood, is it? Is it all good in the hood? Let's have a look and see what the message is today. Oh, it's like we're slowing down time. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. 3 cards. I know something doesn't feel right with the movements of the mouth. Hey Caesar. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Harley. I hope everybody is well today. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards. We're just going to turn them over, see what messages want to come through. Okay. That's one to think about though, isn't it, Jess? If God was to ask you, why should I let you into my kingdom, what would you say? I would say, why wouldn't you let me into your kingdom? It's done. Seeing our worth. Hi everyone. I hope you are all well. I'm not going to read your comments. I will keep looking up at them. But welcome to the channel of love. I want to read the message though, and I can't really do both at once. So, hey. First card. This card is about recognizing your worth, knowing that you're worthy. I'm not sure what I make of the horse. KKK. But I don't know. What do you make of the horse? What I love is, can you see like this volcano that's erupted in the background? And as I hold the card up, all you can see is like flames at the bottom of the card. See? It feels like he's thinking twice. Baby, think twice, for the sake of our love, for the memories. Okay, for the fire and the fate that was you and me. Because I felt like putting someone like myself back in the day. I mean, there's a strong chance I would have been burnt on the stake Do they call that burnt on the stake? I mean, there is, I'm quite opinionated. It's a bit different to what, like, society's beliefs are. But still, I do it. Okay? And I don't care. So. But before we burn her, the witch, the wicked witch, is she actually wicked? Could she be a white witch, a good witch, who deserves that place in the kingdom of heaven? That she's actually brave enough to live now. She's not waiting to make that transition, like, out of the physical body. You can transition at any point. You don't have to die. I think that was the lesson that Jesus was teaching. This, now, this is an unfounded fear. It really is suggesting, like, if you have a look, it's this energy of, even though in the background it's dark, I feel like this is somebody that's put this lady into segregation. As if, like, she's dangerous. This is a interesting reading. That girl is dangerous. Okay. The spiritual arts turn this masculine on, secretively. So he's in a spiritual closet. Okay, let's move on to the next deck of cards, which is messages from your angels. It's like the angel Gabriel, the angel Gabriel has been sent, the messenger. Okay, Daniel, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So, marriage is on the cards. It says here. Instead of marriage, what's coming through is the word manage. Instead of, like, marrying this feminine, I have to manage this feminine. How do I manage her? How do I deal with her? Okay. Ariel, so that's how you pronounce that. New psychic and spiritual experiences. I could see. I could feel. It's all about feelings. I could feel this masculine's, like, intrigued by the spiritual arts, the esoteric world. So new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself, and possibly this feminine. Jeez, it's such a hidden secret here. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. What's interesting is coming through is that passage, if I say that, the passage to God's kingdom. And the question that was asked by, I'm not sure who, but it was very thought-provoking. if this is the way that you get your place in the kingdom of heaven, if God was to ask you, why should I let you into my kingdom? What would you say? My response was, and yes, I'd say that to the divine. Well, why wouldn't you let me? Why shouldn't you let me into your kingdom? Okay. The next card. Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. I mean, who doesn't want the smoother road? All those potholes and bumps in the road. A smoother road lies ahead from you, for you. Oracle of the Fairies. I can give you some guidance, Pico 27, if you're up for it. Because you're asking for guidance on your upcoming exam. You don't need to tell me what the subject is, but do you know who's like the master of that subject? Whether they're still alive or if they transitioned. So you need to find the person that knows all the answers to that, and then you need to call upon them, okay, whilst you're in the exam. Their energy, okay, it's all connected, we're all connected, whether dead or alive. It's the same energy flowing through us all, or as a whole, if it's not, occupying a vessel. It's all here to assist. And then, when you're in your exam, they will come through. So the questions will be questions that you'll be able to answer, okay, that you know. And also another important thing to do is when you're in an exam, I know it feels really uncomfortable, as if you're breaking the rules, to lift your head. Lots of people put their heads down. Lift your head, because it's the way that you can recall. You have all the knowledge, information in here, okay? But you can practice this. If you ask somebody to remember their favourite toy as a child, watch their eyes, and more than likely they're going to look up, okay? Because they're recalling, so they'll look up. So you can do that yourself, because everything that you studied is in there. So everything that you've seen, heard, read, okay? This is without the subconscious mind coming in and infinite intelligence that you can tap into. You also have all your own effort that you put in. Okay, so every word, all this that I'm speaking, you may not think that you remember it, but it's all there. Magnificent beings we are. So make sure that when you're trying to recall some information, okay, that you lift your head up and you imagine. I always used to tell my children, and still would now, there's a blackboard. So see the word written on the blackboard or the answer. You'll be amazed by it. It got my children through their exams at the end of school. But you've got to have some belief in it, and I mean a little bit of belief. Just do it. So for my children, it'll be like, they're called Shakespeare through for English literature. Einstein was called through. I don't know what exam that was for, but the question kind of confused the children who took that exam, because it kind of shouldn't have been an Einstein question. And they were like, why was there an Einstein question in this? But obviously my daughter had called upon her. Charles Dickens. I mean, pass this on to your children. It's good stuff. Otherwise they'll be worrying. I mean, it's all good, okay? Trust. And when my youngest daughter came out of her GCSEs, the English literature, there was one particular book that she loved, had that passion for, and all the questions were on that book. Okay, right. So that's my bit of guidance for you. Relax. No struggling. Relax. It will come. It will come. Surrender. Relax into the flow. Okay, let's see what the Oracle of Fairies would like to say. Excuse me. I just felt like I needed to clear my throat. But it looks like abundance is coming in. There's the card. Abundance. Now, what's the key? Because if you look, it's a lotus flower. Lotus, lotus. What's the key to success? Oh, there's loads of little bits. Bless your day too. Play with the universe. It wants to be played with. Okay? Amaze yourself. Just be in awe of it. It's you're never going to like fathom it. Fathom with an ing on it. Fathoming out. It's just limitless, endless. Okay, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So let's read this card because, look, I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And if you feel life was easier when there's more abundance flowing, depending on what abundance is for you. Whether that's good health, good luck. That's just about being in a good vibration, good luck. You create your own luck. And if it's money, it's whatever does it for you. Abundance with a capital A. Amen, amen, amen. I need some glasses on for this one. Let me just gaming. Let me just answer what you've put about inviting in like lower, denser energies. I feel like when you state their name and talk about them, then you're activating them. And I feel it's just like how in Harry Potter, no one speaks Voldemort's name. Well, apart from Harry, he's not scared. But it's kind of like you give it energy. What you label, title, or give a title to. You give that energy. So no. I stay away from dark movies like that. Horror movies, I've never have liked them. I've tried, but it doesn't feel good. You know when you try because you want to be, cool and not scared of scary movies. I just don't like it. I don't want to put that stuff into my mind. That's just fear being activated within you. That's how it all gets in there. From movies, television programs. Music that's dark. The arrival of this fairy tells you that abundance is on its way. Oh, it's on the way. Is there different? It's the... I don't know. Let's not look into this too much. Perhaps you'll receive an unexpected gift or a cash windfall. It could also be a spiritual gift. Whichever form it takes, still taken to that angel Gabriel coming down to Mother Mary and saying, you're going to have a baby. He's going to be the Son of God. Poor Joseph. I mean, do you think that's what was said? Or no, Lucy, don't go to your filthy version. I would say Gabriel whispered in Joseph's ear and said, if you go over there and bend her over that, put that in that, thrust around a bit, right time, right place, okay, baby making station. What the hell's coming out of my mouth? Hell. Okay. Whichever form it takes, I've got to stop myself from grinning. Whichever form it takes, you just have to make sure that you're ready for it. Make sure you're in a place of receptivity, that you believe and know you're worthy. It's that first card there. To receive any abundance. Work on this if you feel it could be an issue for you. By feeling truly worthy, we can be receptive to the flow and blessings of abundance in our lives. Okay. If you feel unworthy, ask yourself why. And be honest in your answer, for this is the key to the door of abundance from the universe, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Often feelings of unworthiness can stem from childhood, and facing these feelings can sometimes be challenging and painful. Talking your feelings through with a trusted friend or a professional counsellor could reap many rewards. Trusted friend, spiritual counsellor, or be this witch that we were thinking about burning, throwing on the bonfire like a guy Fawkes. He only tried to blow up Parliament. I mean, he didn't even succeed, but oh, the rebels. So talking your feelings through with a trusted friend or a professional counsellor could reap many rewards, shifting any negative views of yourself or your unworthiness to receive. Self-worth is key here. Oh, I've got an itchy tickle. An itchy tickle? I think it can be called that. A tickle that itches. An itchy tickle. Now, I wouldn't say I'm into like leather and spanking. Kinky. Exploring, but in like a sensual, feminine, graceful, beautiful manner. Elegantly. Elegantly kinky. No real aggressiveness about it at all. If you wanted to know, which I feel you did, well, I could have just said no. Okay, enough now. Calm down. The Fairy of Abundance says there's enough abundance in the universe for everyone, and you have just as much right to it as anyone else. So prepare yourself for incoming abundance and enjoy. I don't feel that's like everyone has just as much rights to what I've just explained as anyone else. For that person, you know, that special one. He gets it all. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. What film? Bruce Almighty. Now we're talking. Is that what's going on with the mouth? When Bruce is like fucking around with who then goes on to be Evan Almighty. on the news. Hilarious. Archangel animals. He has the power of God. Jim Carrey's very into the very much into like the law of attraction. So I think there's a story out there about how he actually wrote himself a check and had it in his wallet. The art of manifesting. Okay, Archangel animals, whereabouts are you? Or you animals? Who sang the song? Animals. Jeez, that's a lot of notifications. I don't know who sang a song called Animals. Like animals, animals. Animal song. It's going to come up with probably Old MacDonald or something. Animal songs. Oh, it's Maroon 5. Okay. Animals. Does it actually play it for me? I wanted to see if it gave me the lyrics. Oh, it does. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive, just like animals. Animals, like animals, mouse. I like that actually. M-A-L-S. Animals hyphen mouse. Maybe you think that you can hide. I can smell your scent for miles, just like animals. Animals, like animals, moles, moles. Baby, I'm... And then that's it. Well, there's more, but that's where it finishes. So what you trying to do to me, it's like we can't stop, we're enemies, but we get along. What road have I been led down here? Okay. But we get along when... Seriously. The mighty one. I don't think you're the only one. There's a lot of people in marriages that are unsatisfied and get turned on by another. Big red flag. Okay, so what's you trying to do to me? Well, I could ask you the same. It's like we can't stop, we're enemies, but we get along when I'm inside you, eh? I'm not sure. You're like a drug that's killing me. I cut you out entirely, but I get so high when I'm inside you. Yeah, you can start over, you can run free, you can find other fish in the sea, you can pretend it's meant to be, but you can't stay away from me. I can still hear you making that sound, taking me down rolling on the ground. You can pretend that it was me, but no. Oh, baby, I'm preying on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive, just like animals. There's quite a lot of lyrics here. I wasn't. That was my lip. That's... Fuck. See, if this was like pre-recorded, I could just cut this bit out, couldn't I? It's like, come on. Right, let me just read the verses that I haven't read. So if I run, it's not enough. You're still in my head, forever stuck. So you can do what you want to do. I love your lies. I'll eat 'em up, but don't deny the animal that comes alive when I'm inside you. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals, animals. That's that then. Am I blushing? I didn't feel myself blush. No, but I just want to like grin and laugh. Oh, like have a chat with. We'll just crack on now. Let's go to the Archangel Animal cards. Okay. Here's the card. The Owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. Okay, we'll go back to them. Look. Listen to the messages of the angels. Is that telling me to read these? Messages of the angels. Messages from your angels. What was first? Marriage. Meant to be the happiest day of your life. But I suppose that depends on who's your wife. Daniel. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. You have called upon God to help in the area of marriage, and he sent me to your side. I am here to help you with a fulfilling marriage. God and I desire to answer your prayer without delay. The first area that I'm helping you with is healing any past wounds related to marriage. In quiet moments, I ask that you be willing to release to me any pain associated with your parents. I ask that you breathe out any negative feelings that you may have about marriage which stem from your childhood experiences. My belly's chatting away here. Next, I put my hand upon your heart. Where is it? The rose quartz. It's the crystal associated with the heart, with love, unconditional love. I'm just warming it up. Next, I put my hand and my crystal on your heart and ask you to breathe in and out deeply. I mean, I could go deeper than that. Should we go like deep? Deep. It's just a comment about like being inside. The doggy had something to say about it. Next, I put my hands upon your heart and ask you to breathe in and out deeply. I now ask that you be willing to release old pain or anger toward your first love. As you release these toxins from your heart, I next ask you to exhale old pain towards all of your past lovers. Allow me to clear your heart of old wounds so that you can enjoy a happy marriage rooted in the present. Ah, the present. The spiritual gift. We must release the past to avoid replicating old painful experiences. I'm here to free your heart so that it can fully love with a blissful marriage. Now, doesn't that sound nice? That should be the goal, a blissful marriage. Let's read about, geez, why my throat's so blocked. No filthy comments now. Okay, it's not your imagination. You really are psychic. And you have connected with the spirit world. These mystical experiences are occurring due to your increased spiritual openness and because you have asked about your angels and your life's purpose. I am part of a large group of angels assigned to help those of you who have spiritual gifts. We will send you additional earth helpers in the form of spiritual teachers, books, and classes so that you may further open up to your spiritual abilities. Please don't be afraid of your gifts. Although you may have been teased or punished for being psychic in your childhood or past life. Well, we spoke about that, didn't we? Straight away. I picked up that energy of being burned on the stake. I mean, seriously? Who would have the balls to light the match under me? Please don't be afraid of your gifts, although you may have been teased or punished for being psychic in your childhood or past life. We can help you heal any fears that you may have about being psychic or spiritually gifted. Just ask for our help and it is given. The earth needs your help right now. We ask that you regularly send the divine love and light within you towards those who need it most. Simply hold the intention of sending beams of loving energy towards any place, plant, animal, person, or situation, and it is done. We thank you for your Earth Angel assistance. You're so welcome. And I thank the Divine for their assistance. It works both ways. Okay, finally, it has happened to me. Right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Shankti. Meeting Mr. Right, the man of my dreams. The one who shows me true love, or at least it seems. Okay, you have been through turmoil and your soul is tired. Your mind craves peace and quiet, and I am here to help you with that desire. I will give you new opportunities to spend time alone where you can relax your mind and heart. I will bring tranquility to your soul so that you can mirror the peace of mind that is your true divine nature. Like the angels, you are able to hover within the eye of any hurricanes that may swirl around you right now. Through breath and intention, you can stay centered no matter what's happening in your life. This inner foundation of peace has a powerful healing effect. Your outer life soon reflects your inner peacefulness. Smooth roads are ahead for you, and the worst is behind you now. Good morning, New Zealand. Baby. A peaceful outcome to this situation is assured. So now that we've listened to the messages of the angels, let's not miss the message of the owl. Let's listen to my lisping. Jeez. Cheers, guys. Hello, my name is Helmi. Hi. And you're from Indonesia. Well, welcome. and you recognise beauty. Beautiful. Okay. Don't be rude now. Or distasteful with your comments, please. Oh, I was reading the messages of the owl. Well, I was reading the messages of the angels, but we have to read this message from the owl. Yeah, just a question, just an answer. No. You kind of just overstepped the mark. I was like kind of giving you an example of a difference to divine feminine essence. It is your bad, but you'll work on it. Don't call it bad. Just call it a learning experience. Why do people say that? My bad. Maybe because you know that it's not a good comment, is it? We can handle like the beautiful and gorgeous and lovely comments, but then there's just that line that you can cross over in it, so it's all good. It's all good. Your apologies are accepted. Thank you for apologising. Thank you for being respectful. Okay. I'm Happy. I'm trying to look for O. OP. OP. Are we hoping? But it becomes there. Okay, the guidance. This is the card of the wise teacher, and you are being advised to use your knowledge carefully. You are not just imparting information. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raising the frequencies of those you speak to and helping to enlighten them. This is a sacred mission. Start to notice how people are drawn to you and choose your words judiciously. How do I say that word? Judiciously, because you have more impact than you realise. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Fear not. I do lots of that. I take really good care of myself and rest plenty. Give yourself time to absorb the messages of the angels. It's a sure thing. Okay, so let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Was there any other cards I had to use? Yes, the bottom of the deck, which is, well, they're tarot. Okay, we'll go to them first. They're tarot cards. So I'll be channeling just what comes out. Upside down, you're turning me. You're sending love instinctively. Round and round, you're turning me. Upside down, boy, you turn me. Inside out and round. I took a little video, which I can share with you if you like. I mean, but the fish have a new fish tank, okay? And I just caught one of them, just going through the bubble stream. And it was just like going round and round in circles. So I have a very short clip of the angelfish. What does Megan say his name is? It's like a brave name. It's a brave name. It is a brave name. I call it Sunshine. But what did Megan say its name was? I'll find out what its name is, because she said it does it all the time. I said, but it's just going round in circles. It's like in his element. He's an angelfish. But Sunshine is the name I gave the fish. I can't think what she calls him. Anyway. We'll take those cards. I mean, there is so many cards on the floor. Bound by my feet. What's that one? Okay, we've got, this is nice. I can see what's underneath as well. So this is an offering of love. The horse looks more motivated than the rider. The lid is still on top of this urn. I mean, is that love in there or are they ashes? The horse is looking down at his stirrup. And he's not sure what he's doing. I mean, is he going to like earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust? Is he throwing this love away? I'm not sure because I know what's underneath. Oh, I know what's underneath him. At the core. And you do with your divine love, as they know what does it, what makes you tick at the core. Oh, okay. So what's he going to do? Because this card at the bottom here, so kind of what's stuck in between, this is a really heavy burden to carry. It's a 10 of Wands. The image is normally a masculine going uphill. Well, I think he's just on a flat surface, but let's say it's like going up a steep hill with carrying a lot of weight on your back. This is becoming heavy, so I feel he thinks believes that if he throws this away, it will release the pressure. I'm not sure. Neither's he. Because the other option is, so you can throw it away and hopefully it will release the pressure, but you can't, like, how do you throw the energy away? How do you throw, like, love away? It's going to keep seeping back in, trying to find its way, reminding you. Or you take that leap of faith. You'd be a fool for love. You take that leap of faith and you go towards the divine feminine, the Empress. One man and his dog. I want to sing. One man one man not went to mow, he was meant to mow. Meant to mow a meadow. One man and his dog went to mow a meadow. But he's got an M on his back. Does that like song then go like 1 man, 2 man, 3 man, 4 man, 5 man and his dog went to mow a meadow? He's like starting off his own like following. Is he walking away from her? Is he walking towards her? Will she be like robed? Will she be crowned the Empress? Interesting, because I put that down now in reverse. And I felt that was the energy of actually throwing this away. We're going to think twice. Baby, think twice. That came out at the beginning of the reading. For the sake of our love, let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Because we're just not certain. Oh, you are certain. You're just allowing fear to get in the way. Well, you're not certain then. We're just having a little argument because they're doubting. They're only doubting their own worthiness. But what's coming through is, but wouldn't you trust the divine feminine's judgment? I mean, is she thinks that you're wonderful and great and beautiful and the bee's knees. Should you trust her? Your soul trusts her. Is that not enough that she thinks that you're fan-dabby-dozy? Maybe it's not enough. It isn't enough. You've got to know it for yourself. You've got to know that you're worth the gift. Hi, the new guy. Who's no longer the new guy. Okay, mildew fairy, clean up time. A lot of stagnant, stuck energy. That's the wrong book. Card number 15. I've got like a great big lump in the back of my throat. What's coming through is like, it's enough. So that's enough for today. Okay. Enough stimulation, enough guidance. Luther Vandross, that is. He sang, never too much, never too much, never too much. I agree. Dim, 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 dim. Now, this is card number 15, which in the tarot would be the devil energy, which is just fear. Okay? Fear fucking with you. Okay. I feel this is more about less time to clean up your act. Okay, message, clean up time, exclamation mark. About the mildew fairy. Some things just look like they're yuck, but they're not. They're very good things, and they can be powerful and helpful when used in the right way. So if the mildew fairy turns up in your reading, it's time to check out what could be profoundly useful for you, which you've dismissed. The Empress, the Divine Feminine, maybe, and her spiritual gifts that she's tapped into. Oh, dearie me. And this could be an aspect of yourself, or an aspect of the environment you're in. It's very important not to try to hide this from yourself or to cover it up. The health of the situation rests upon the degree of openness you approach it with. Okay, I know. This is quite a lot for some to take, for someone to take this message today. Let me just continue though. The mildew fairy speaks. It always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there, like me. I grow naturally where it is warm and wet, and I love to show you what you may need to take care of. I can do wonderful things. I can be medicine, and I can be a parasite too. But all the time, I'm showing you what is going on, what you need to change, and whether the conditions are a little too steamy for you. If they are, you can freshen up your environment naturally. Don't clean or use harsh chemicals or bleaches, as you'll kill all that is helpful and good. You see, I turn up when something is unhealthy and you just aren't noticing or getting it. So be thankful for my presence and build a little algae or fungi pond in my honour, or treat yourself to some tasty mushrooms. They are all healthy ways to honour me, and do not step faultlessly into that fairy ring. It's all about me being in the right place. Don't ignore me. Right now, something really does need to be cleaned healthfully before it begins to affect you. Okay, so this fairy ring of abundance, do not step thoughtlessly into that fairy ring. Okay, the divination message. Have I shown you the card? I think I did. Think of ways to decrease stagnant moisture, stuck emotions, and increase airflow, fresh thinking, into your home and environment. When the mildew fairy comes to pay a visit, it's likely things are a little stagnant, a little over-emotional, and that a fresh, new air and thoughts need to be brought in to clear the situation up. She can mean a fresh way of thinking, or a fresh point of view, or a release of emotions that could be pooling in one area. Her appearance never means covering up. It means working with the environment you find yourself within. Like the mildew fairy said, a little of her can be medicine, and a great deal of her can be maddening. Where she turns up will tell you lots about what needs a fresh approach in your life. And if she is inside, lurking in cupboards or in the bathroom, instead of decorating pebbles by a pond, you know that the presence of unhealthful energy needs to be addressed, not rationalised and excused, and never ignored. Don't like that. Who likes to be ignored? I don't like to be ignored. Ignored as if you have no significance. We're going to finish this reading with a message from Rumi. Thank you for joining me this evening. We've been on for nearly 1 hour. I hope you received some good from this little session. Can you see the book that I'm reading from? Of course, we share the same name. Well, first name, Lucy. Lucy Cavendish. If you want to get yourself a deck ordered. I love reading from the books. A lot that I've learned has been through but these great people, persons, beings, have channeled through the messages. That's why I take the time to read from the book. And the messages are so perfectly put. Are we in agreement? Agreeance? Agreeance? Are we in agreeance or agreement? That's down to you, Ray-Jan. Guess my future. It's whatever you tell yourself it's going to be. No. Gone over that line again. Here's the card. The Cloak of Christ. Now what I felt was, one of the cards here, I felt like this was the Cloak of Christ. Well, I said, is she going to be like robed? Clothed. Yes, she'll be clothed. Top button done up. Best behaviour. I'm not sure what to do about the rest. I don't know how to dull it down. And I don't think I should have to try to dull down my energy. It just is. We've had conversations about it. Me and me. What do we do about it? We just let it be. Card number 4. In the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. My sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beating as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there is any part of your life, of your body, of your soul, that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him, leave nothing cast aside. He and I together receive you absolutely, without condition now. Unconditional love. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you are taking now, sweet divine soul. In oneness with the divine heart, we know of your efforts and your struggles. So what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness. Just by chance we've used this deck before, this card. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you are held in our loving sanctuary. Now this card made mention of your soul is tired. It says you are tired, beloved. Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body and soul. That which plagues you, whether something specific or a general nagging malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down, is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace here and now that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done, so much as a sign that something must be received, allowed. That something is healing made possible through divine protection. In this instance, protection is bestowed through the cloak of the Christ. This cloak is the sacred container that places your body and soul within the loving energy of the Christ consciousness. This unconditionally loving energy is not limited to the being bearing its name, but is shared by Rumi and many other holy ones. It is typified by wholeness. There is nothing within you that will cause the Christ to turn away from you, not even those parts of you that may fill you with fear, shame, guilt, or regret. He and Rumi are sacred brothers, loving and supportive of each other. And they see your soul as one of their family, one of their own. You are so loved by them both equally and without measure. Can you allow yourself to take refuge in this knowledge? To feel it, not only as an idea, nourishing as that is, but as a visceral reality where you complete the sacred honouring ritual and allow yourself to feel the peace and receive healing. The knowledge of the Christ's unconditional love for you is a safe space, a place to fall into when you're struggling. It is a sacred container for your healing process, an energetic field that is stronger and more enduring than even the greatest fears or doubts. The purpose of this sacred container is to provide you with a feeling of being held, especially for those times when you are feeling that you cannot hold yourself. Sometimes we just need permission to break down, to really let go, to come apart and be dissembled, so that we can break through, be lifted up, and come together in a new, more spiritually coherent and loving form to move forward. For you, this is essential. There is a person, place, thing or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist, or an iron ball and leg iron, low power mode. There is a person, place, thing or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist or an iron ball and leg iron, preventing you from moving forward with the grace you have earned spiritually. You are being empowered here to shed that. Don't hesitate. Let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. There is a reason for this. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. Just remember that whatever we are asked to release, that whenever we are asked to release something, it is because the divine wishes to fill our hearts and hands with more. Do not hold on to scraps for fear that the feast will be denied to you. Use your nose, smell the feast awaiting you. Okay guys, let's finish with this sacred honouring ritual. Open your arms wide above your head and tip your gaze gently up towards the heavens. If you are inside, imagine or intend that you can gaze beyond the physical structure of the ceiling right into the sky that lies above. Lower your arms to prayer position at your heart and say aloud, if possible, Rumi and Jesus Christ, who love me without condition, offer me the cloak of the Christ, the mantle of divine protection now, that I may receive the karmic grace and healing I need through the power and mercy of your presence. Thank you. Thank you. Did you hear my phone go off at the same time? Sit quietly and imagine you are surrounded by a dark, comforting cloak. You can easily breathe through it. You can easily see light within it, or filtering through it if needs be, or you may feel comfortable in the darkness. Let it be whatever is most relaxing and soothing for you. You may even imagine it to be the night sky dappled with stars wrapping around you. Close your eyes and relax now for as long as feels good. That may be for a minute, for 15 or 20 minutes or longer. Just be with what feels appropriate and best for you at this time. When you feel you are ready to arise from your rest, simply place your hands at your heart and say thank you. You may notice strong energetic sensations or emotions during this process or in the day following. You may notice repetitive thought patterns that you need to confront and challenge with more loving thoughts. You may have significant dreams in the evening following also. It may be very subtle for you, so much so that you wonder if anything has happened and if it has worked. It has. The effect will be demonstrated at the right time. Trust. Okay, guys, thank you so much again for your beautiful presence. I will talk to you all soon, so until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.